Welcome back, Matt. Before we start, I just wanted to remind you that everything you say in here will remain confident in confidentiality. And if the only time that really breaks is if you say anything that's where you're in potential harm or someone's in potential harm. But aside from that, everything you say is safe.
Gotcha.
All right, so there's a few things that you wanted to talk about last time. Where do you want to start?
Well, I studied all week for the past 2 weeks. I didn't even watch the Heat games or go out with my friends. And I had a test today, and then of course I got a 59. Couldn't even get a 60. Had to get an F, not a D. I put all this time and work into my school, and I can just never get it. And I just don't understand what else I can do. And my mom gets so mad at me, and she takes away my cell phone, and she takes away my computer time and my video games. And then when I'm frustrated, I don't even have anything else to let it out on. So then, of course, I just argue with her. And then my brother just thinks he knows everything. So he tries to get in the middle of it. And then my mom just tells on me to my dad. And he doesn't believe anything that I say. And my mom doesn't think I study hard enough. So he only believes that. So then, my dad gets mad at me, too. And I just, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
You sound very, angry and overwhelmed. And
yeah, man, I'm so frustrated. Why doesn't anyone believe me? Why doesn't anyone realize that it's, hard for me, and it's not that I don't want to do well. Hello, who doesn't want to do well in school? I don't know, and, it's not fair because I don't understand why, all my friends are doing well in school. Why can't I do well, too? Why am I so different from them? I played sports with them just like everyone else, and I hang out with them just like everyone else. We go to the playground together just like everyone else, play Xbox, but then the only thing that puts me apart is, my grades, and, could you even imagine if I asked for help in front of them?
Yeah, it's a tough situation. I hear you.
Yeah, tough doesn't even describe it. It's just out of control. I'm at the point where I don't know what to do. I should probably just drop out of school and become a garbage man. So much for being an engineer. Can't even add 1 plus 1.
I mean, I sense your anger. It's very apparent, but
yeah, and just
what do you think you should do?
Well, my parents, I just don't know what else to do. My parents, they're just so mad. Why do they have to get so mad at me? It really hurts my feelings. I already feel bad enough that I'm not doing well in school, and then they have to just make me feel worse than I already feel. How is that even fair? You think they could, feel bad for me once in a while instead of me always having to worry about how they feel about my grades? Sometimes it should be about me, too, not just, them. Sorry that I'm not like my brother who always gets straight A's, or my dad who's, a stinking engineer. Maybe my mom didn't do so well in school. Who knows? Because she never talks about it, because all she talks about is how bad I do.
So I'm sensing that you feel that your parents don't really appreciate what you're going through, or really have a sense of what you're going through.
Yeah, they don't understand at all, and it's they don't even try and take the time to understand. They kind of just accuse me and put me down and send me to this tutor and that tutor and give me all this extra stuff to do. But I just feel if I don't get it by now and all this hasn't worked, what's the point of continuing to do that? Just let me do what I'm good at, playing sports and drawing and playing video games. Maybe I could design video games when I grow up. Why do I have to know how to read to do that?
I mean, I feel that you have a lot of resentment towards your parents.
I mean, yeah, I guess if that's what you want to call it, you can call it resentment. They just don't get me. And my brother, we used to be so close, and now that he's a straight A student and I'm not, I feel because my parents are always yelling at me that he just looks down upon me, and the only people that I actually feel myself around are my friends, and I'm not even allowed to hang out with them because I'm always in trouble for not doing well in school. The days that my grades come out, I just dread them, and I try and stay not home for as long as possible so that my parents don't have to see my grades, so I don't have to be in trouble again for something that's totally beyond my control.
So you're telling me a lot right now. So let me see if I understand where you're coming from. Your parents get upset when you're not doing well in school, and you and your brother used to be very close, and now because of the grades, you're not as close anymore, and you're not happy with the whole school situation.
It sucks. I can't deal with it anymore. Like, I don't know what to do. Probably should just like run away.
That would be the easy solution, but I
don't know. Like, I wish someone could just give me an answer or like open my brain and just put in math skills and reading skills so that like all this could be done, because this is really the only problem. Like, everything else goes perfectly fine until I started having these problems, until I was freaking dyslexic. And they tell me not to blame it on that and that I could still do it, but like, hello, like, obviously I can't do it. So this stupid disability that just ruins my life and ruins everything. And like, why do I have to have it? Why couldn't my brother get it, or my dad, or any of my friends? Like, you know, my grandma used to be the only one who understood that, and now she's gone, and you know, it's like no one is there to fill the void except for my friends who I'm not allowed to hang out with.
So your grandma passing away, that makes you feel sad.
Sad, yeah, and alone. I'm all alone. She's my best friend.
I see this. Yeah, I sense your sadness.
It's just, the whole situation is just ridiculous, and like, we've tried every solution and nothing works, and it's just so helpless, and like, nothing seems to get better. It just seems to get worse and worse and worse. And I would wish that you could just give me the answer. Like, tell me, like, what should I do? Like, I don't know. I'm only 12 years old, supposed to be like hanging out and we're, you know, and not feel like I'm more stressed out than my dad. He's like 47.
Yeah, life is tough, but you have how would you see yourself resolving this issue with grades and parents and school?
Nothing works. It's just a dead end road. Could you imagine what it will be like when I get to 7th grade? Jeez. And then what if I fail because I'm not doing well? What about that? Then I really won't have any friends, and I really will be in trouble with my mom, and there's the FCAT. Like, that's all reading and math. Like, what if I fail the whole thing? Like, I'm not stupid. Like, I'm smart. Like, I can look at the board and understand it. But when it comes to it being on my paper and me having to do it, just doesn't work. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, I don't understand. I mean, I know what's wrong with me. I'm freaking dyslexic, and it just ruins my life.
Seeing the fact that you're dyslexic makes you very angry.
Yeah, because, like, without it, I probably wouldn't even have any of these problems. Causes everything. Makes me just feel like I'm overruled by my unfortunate disability. Learning disability.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, it's the dyslexia that is causing all your problems.
Definitely makes any problems that I ever had before this worse. Yeah, I don't know. I'm hungry. That's all I can think about. Sometimes I notice that when it's time for my tests and I'm hungry, I do even worse than I do on days when I have a lot of lunch. And like, the reason I don't have lunch is because my mom is up so late yelling at me and trying to help me do homework that she forgets to make me something, and then she sends me with a few dollars, but like, I don't want to eat mashed potatoes. I don't even like mashed potatoes, and that's what they have for school today. So like, what am I supposed to eat? Like, I don't understand.
Well, you've told me a lot today, but I would like to hear from you. Out of all the things that you said, what do you think is most important to you?
Doing well in school.
So maybe from what I hear, maybe a snack before a test might help.
Yeah. I could try that.
Well, it's a tough life you lead, but hopefully things get better and start working out better the more times you come, talk, and
Yeah, I like being able to just come and talk without getting yelled at, so.
it's a good thing. Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, well, thanks. I'll see you again soon.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.